Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And this is going to be a general love and romance reading in honor of the spring equinox. So I know that we're only experiencing spring in the Northern Hemisphere. So if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, just flip it around. The equinox is happening on March 19th, also when the sun is moving into Aries. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading. General love and romance for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for spring 2020. So let's go ahead and see. We're going to ask our spirit guides, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and spirit to give us the messages that Taurus needs to hear. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for love and romance, spring 2020. What messages do we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for spring 2020? The Moon card. Ooh. The Knight of Cups. The King of Pentacles. The Hanged Man. There's a lot of Pisces energy in this reading, Taurus. Seven of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Tower in reverse. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like I'm just getting right away. Some of you guys are going to be avoiding disaster, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at your general energy. You have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords energy is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And the Knight of Swords is all about messages coming in really quickly, offerings coming in quickly. It's downloads, emails. These could be messages, again, with the divine coming from above during prayer, during meditation, or they can be actual messages coming at you, through your email, through your, social media accounts, whatever it might be. The Knight of Swords is also an energy of somebody who wants to get things done. But when he's showing up in the reverse, he's somebody who has kind of lost sight of their directive, of what they want to do, where they're going, and they're kind of swinging aimlessly. And the Knight of Swords energy in reverse has a tinge of narcissism to it, selfishness. It can be anger, angry, bitter, and a little bit egotistical as well. So it's really important, and it really implies here that there's a lack of clarity here as well. Okay, so somebody who's lost sight of what it is they're doing. Why are they behaving this way? Okay, now underneath that you have a Ten of Swords. Somebody might be reacting negatively, Taurus, to an ending. Now this could be you, or it could be another person, or it could be, since this ending, you or this other person has just been swinging wildly and is just reacting. They need to find balance. They need to align, okay? And a lot of healing needs to take place. Yeah, because underneath that, we do have the Sun. We have that optimism, that creativity. For some of you, you may have left a long-term relationship, or you might have, separated from, the mother or, father of your child. And I see that this has been a difficult time. I feel like it's much more difficult for one of you than the other. Okay, so you'll know who that is. So I do feel like this has been a nasty breakup, Taurus, that you guys are dealing with, or just a very difficult, internally difficult, confusing, and you're wrestling, or you or your other person is wrestling with, with confusion and anger. Now, you're coming out here as the Moon card. This is Pisces or Cancer energy as a reader. The Moon is all about confusion. The Moon is saying, this might be you might be feeling confused. You might not understand, okay, if it's the other person, why they're acting the way they are. Okay, you understand that there's an ending and that there's a need for healing. For others of you, you might have been ghosted. You might not understand why somebody's behaving or behaved this way to you, and you're just, and it's very, very confusing energy. But Spirit is saying, this when we're walking in that Moon energy, under the, with the light of the moonlight, things can seem frightening. Things might not be very clear. Things might seem quite confusing, but the choice is yours. Okay, the choice here is for you to cut through these illusions. The Knight of Swords, this energy says that you or another person might be having or experiencing difficulties in cutting through those illusions, but it's really important that you sort of gather yourself, you calm your thoughts. Okay, maybe you need to stop communication. Again, this Knight of Swords might also be that somebody has stopped total communication with you, or you have ghosted someone, or someone has ghosted you. Okay, and it's a very confusing time, but if you give yourself the time and you work on your inner healing and alignment, that things are going to become very clear. Now, I'm getting this, this is resonating in the Knight of Cups energy in your surroundings. The Knight of Cups energy is somebody who it's one of my player cards. It's somebody who's leaving a commitment. It's somebody that may have had somebody else on the side. It was somebody who came in to make an offering, but they did, their actions didn't back up what they were saying. It could be somebody that was also emotionally immature or not ready for a commitment, or somebody who was lying to you, or somebody who was, it's a very Casanova energy. But when it's in the reverse, it has these negative connotations. So I feel like, Taurus, you may have been dealing with, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. That this is how you feel, like, who is this person? I'm so confused. They're not who I thought they were. Okay. And then also remember, you guys can flip the characters at any time. What you're being blocked by is the King of Pentacles. This could be another person. Now, this other person may have had another earth sign, or it could be a parental figure. Again, don't get caught up in the gender of the cards. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's very slow and steady and methodical, has a lot of money. Maybe this person also left you for somebody else, or you left somebody else, or want to leave because this person doesn't have enough financial stability. Maybe they don't have, a good work ethic or something like that. Because the King of Pentacles is somebody who has worked very, very hard for his stability, somebody who's very nurturing, somebody who takes really good care of himself physically, and takes care of his health and that sort of thing. So I do feel like money here might have been an issue for you or for the other person, and or health. And that somebody here was really looking for stability within this relationship, and they just weren't able to get it. And that's what's blocking this relationship, or the reason this relationship couldn't go any further. It could also represent, an actual earth sign person, or somebody who is displaying those qualities at this time. In your foundation, Taurus, you guys have the Hanged Man. This is Piscean energy. This is a very spiritual card. This is all about cutting through illusion, but the way to do that is to surrender to the divine. So to pray and to meditate, and then also the need for you to maybe separate yourself from the pack, from what other people are doing. You might be getting a lot of communication. Some of it might be bitter. So for some of you, it's good to cut off communication. And if somebody has ghosted you, take this time, don't overanalyze it, but just surrender, pray, meditate, try to receive the messages that the divine and your spirit guides and your angels are trying to send to you that will give you clarity. But for now, you're pulling back. For now, it's time to work on you. Try to focus on what it is that you want, how you can bring about the healing necessary in this situation, or how you want to move forward. Okay, and I see you really, Taurus, I see you guys pulling back at this time to do that. In your recent past, we have the Seven of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is telling me that with this person or with this relationship that you invested a lot. You invested a lot of time, a lot of energy, resources, love, whatever it might be, money even. And, and that's why I think this is hard for you or this person to let go, or might be feeling quite confused because of this investment of time and energy. Okay. Now, Two of Pentacles is crowning you. This is what's coming into you. And Spirit is saying it's really time, Taurus, to balance. And you or this other person may have been juggling. I'm getting for some of you, it was a third party situation. Or, if it wasn't an actual person, it could have have been their job was taking precedence over your relationship, their family, their obligations, whatever it might be. And it's essential to put down one of these pentacles and really focus on one thing to do it extremely well, rather than trying to focus on many different things and not doing them, not doing them, just being barely sufficient, or not doing any of those things well. So balance here is really important. The need for you to balance, the need for you to have that spiritual, material, physical, and emotional balance at this time is going to be really, really helpful for you. Now, in your future outcome, I've got the Tower card in reverse, and this is you avoiding disaster. Spirit is saying things could have been much worse, okay? But if you take the time for healing, and if you take that time for balance that we're seeing here in these two cards, okay, and that you take, and it's really important to move out of this Knight of Swords energy if it's resonating with how you're reacting, or to move away from this person if they're reacting negatively, because this was a painful ending, and it's a difficult ending, okay? And so finding balance and finding that healing, knowing that, you know what, the sun is going to come out again. Right now, things are confusing. You might feel like everything is an illusion. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what to believe in, but Spirit says that is coming. And look at that. You have the Sun card, and underneath you have the Chariot card. Wow, beautiful. And then you have the Five of Cups energy under that. So I feel like this Five of Cups energy is what you may be experiencing right now, or this other person, but you're going to move on, okay? You're going to move on successfully. It's going to take some healing. You're going to have to make real concerted, directed efforts for healing, but you will stand in the sun again, and happiness will come back to you, Taurus. Lovely, lovely energy. All right, let's go ahead and see what additional messages Spirit has for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for, whoa, these are 3 cards. I'm not going to take those. Additional messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for general love and romance for spring 2020. Messages for Taurus, general love and romance, spring 2020. Whoa, that one came flying out. 5 of Winter. That's the 5 of Swords. Yeah, that's difficulty. Somebody wasn't behaving well. Somebody was, somebody here might be afraid of love or commitment. And I see that with that Knight of Cups energy. If you're dealing with a water sign, again, remember, it doesn't have to be a water sign. But, it very well might be, or you might have heavy water in your chart, Taurus. Okay, 8 of Summer. Yeah, walking away. Yeah, walking away from the BS, Taurus. Look at that. Look at that. We get release, and we get the 10 of Swords, double confirmation of this ending. Somebody here walked away. It may have been you, or it may be your person. Whoa, but Spirit is saying, it's okay. Let it go, Taurus. It's time to move on. The 5 of Winter, walk away from dishonest associations. Yep, that Knight of Cups energy. Oh, Taurus, I love the confirmation here, even though I know this has been a difficult situation. Realizing that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness, something that's not worth the effort. Yeah, Taurus, walk away. Walk away. 8 of Summer. This is the 8 of Cups. This is you looking for your 9th cup, you looking for your happiness, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Yeah, Taurus. Yep. Look, this is just, oh my gosh, all over this reading, you guys. Release. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Oh my gosh, Taurus, this is just like, it is over, done. Reconcile that within. There's better things out there for you. Yes, yes, yes. 10 of Winter, the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. So for some of you, this relationship was just doing your head in. All right, it wasn't good for you on many, many different levels. All right, let's go ahead and see what additional messages we have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. And I'm not happy because, Taurus, I know this is difficult, but I'm just like, when the messages are so clear, it's a beautiful thing. Spirit is saying, who or whatever this was, Oh my God, it was so not good for you. All right, chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction. For some of you, this may be a soulmate energy, but it's very clear that it's a karmic relationship, karmic connection. Okay, so somebody that you are meant to come in contact with to teach you a lesson, that your souls had a contract and that contract is now complete. Karmic completion, you guys. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this is a lesson that needed to be learned, you guys. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Taurus, it's over. The fat lady has sung. Okay, fat lady has sung, but there's such a ray of hope in this reading. And Spirit also wants me to come back to this Tower card, because I said, you know, it is like avoiding a disaster, and how you can avoid a disaster is just to let this go. Don't drag this out. If you do, things could get ugly. But the Tower card in reverse is also cleaning up after the aftermath. And that's this energy of this reading. Time to clean yourself up, get yourself back on track, align, heal, work on your healing, you guys. Okay, because true love, it looks like, is coming to you. Okay, but it's not right now. You need to heal this first. Okay, my dear Taurians. All right, let's go ahead and pull a final message for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. All right, the River Queen. Yeah, and look at all the water that was coming out in this chart. Flow, letting go, and natural movement. Taurus, let go. Let go. Whatever you are clinging onto is not yours, was not meant for you. The sooner you do it, the better. Okay, the sooner you do it, the better. Yeah, it's time, you know, because you guys really deserve love, and you deserve somebody. You know, you deserve somebody who loves you just like you love them. And you deserve somebody who's aligned with your frequency. All right. So please, I know it's so much easier said than done, you know, and we can be emotional and we want love and we want stability. But this person wasn't that for you. All right. The first message out here, look at this. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. But I really feel like this transformation is with you and your higher self. This is going to be such a transformative time for you, where you're really going to get right about what it is you need, what it is you want, who you're willing to accept in your energy field. Sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. So you do have a soulmate coming to you. I feel like it's speaking to this worth waiting card. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So Taurus, things are gonna heat up for you without a doubt, you know, but you need to wait for it, and you need to move through this energy and let go. I think these messages are so clear, Taurus. I'm going to leave it there for you. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. But most of all, I want to thank you guys for listening, for all the love and support you show this channel. Don't forget to check out your latest readings, which are for the full moon in Virgo, and keep your eyes and ears open for your new moon in Aries readings for your sun, moon, and rising signs, because there are messages in all of those for you. Okay, you guys, I love you so much. Take care.